Good morning, students. Good morning to all. Now it's the time to study the economics. Already we have started the first lesson in economics and we have studied the meanings of microeconomics and the economics, and after that we have studied the two definitions, because if you want to understand the scope of economics and the base of different type of the definitions only, we could come to know understand. Okay, so on the basis of the situations we have studied the two definitions. What are the definitions we have studied? The Adam Smith definitions and Alfred Marshall definitions, right? According to Adam Smith, he told the economics is the study of wealth of nation. And according to the Alfred Marshall, that is the welfare definitions. The welfare definitions told the economics is a study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. Okay, today we will study about the another one of the definitions. Okay, students, today we will study about the next definition, that is the scarcity definitions. Okay, the scarcity definitions also one of the important definitions to understand the scope of the economics. The scarcity definition is given by Lionel Robbins. Lionel Robbins. He wrote one book. In his book name is An Essay on the Nature and Significance of Economic Science. An essay on the nations and significance of the economic science in 1932. Okay. According to his definitions, what he is come to say about the economics mean, economics is a science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. Okay. Economics is a science which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce mean. Okay. Here we have to know the ends mean human wants. The ends mean human wants. And the scarce means is a same word. Okay. The scarce means mean unlimited wants. Okay. Now the scarce mean, so the shortage of resources. Scarce means is a single word. The scarce means is also called as a shortage of resources. Okay. Scarce means is a single name. It is also called as a shortage or insufficient resources, natural resources. That all natural resources also have the alternative uses. Okay. What are the resources have the alternative uses mean? So all the resources also have the alternative use. All the resources also have the alternative uses. Okay, if you have the money or the capital or any one of the industry or the natural resources, okay, for simply if you are taking the land, okay, the land is used by agricultural to agriculturist for cultivating any one of the seeds. Okay, but the same time the same land is going to used for build any of the industries. Okay, otherwise you can take the money. Okay, when you have some amount of money, you can spend that amount of money for watching movie or using some unwanted things. Okay, otherwise you can purchase some of the luxuries or comfortable goods which have doesn't give some of the useful to you. Okay, but in the same time you can use that same money for purchasing some of the books and purchasing some of the food items, and you can donate to the poor children for their studies. Okay, so all the resources also which have alternative uses. Okay, students, Now you can easily understand the ends mean human wants, the human desirable, and the scarce mean also called as a insufficient resources. Okay, all the resources and the capital, everything. Okay, here now we have to understand the relationship between the human wants and the insufficient resources. Okay, then who will use the insufficient resources? The human, the rational behavior of the humans only. Okay, so he is called the economics is a science which studies the human behavior. Okay, how the human is used to the insufficient resources when he has more wants. Okay, you understand? So economics is a science which studies how the human behavior is using the insufficient resources when he has innumerable wants. Okay, understand? Okay, now one more time I am telling the definition. The economics is a science in which studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce mean which have alternative uses. Okay, when we have some of the natural resources or the scarce means which have the alternative uses, how we can going to spend. Okay, so what's the relationship between is there in this human wants and the insufficient resources only called as a economics. Okay, why he is called the economics science mean the human behavior which studies the human behavior, because on the basis of the different type of the human behavior only will exposing the human economic activity. Okay, suppose as a rational consumer, as a rational man will spend some of the amount of the money only for their good purpose, and some of the peoples will spend the same amount of money for their another one of the purpose, right? Okay, some of the features of the definitions are some of the features of the scarcity definitions. What are the features is there when we are analyzing them with the other major definitions? Okay, here he told the human beings have unlimited wants. Okay, the human beings have unlimited wants. Normally, all the people, if we want to get to decide to consuming any of the commodities, it will be come to an end. Now you are want to consuming any of the commodities. Okay, simply if you want to purchasing one of the mobile phone, okay, and you also got that same mobile phone, okay, after that it will your wants will come to an end. No, your wants will not come to an end. Then after that you will want to get some of the earphone and the laptop and some more the luxury goods than the mobile phone. Okay, not only that, mobile phone only you will not want. Okay, so day by day your wants also will be increase. Okay, after getting the satisfaction of one of the wants of the consumer, again it will be arises day by day, time and year and year. Okay, so human beings have unlimited wants, but in the same time on the other hand, resources for fulfilling the human wants are limited or scarce in supply. Okay, the resources for fulfilling the human wants are limited or scarce in supply. Scarce in supply mean so the production of the commodities. Okay, suppose the populations are increased year by year and their demand also is increased according to the increasing populations. Okay, but the supply or suppose some of the raw materials to producing any of the commodity to increasing the supply is very scarce. Okay, but the human wants are unlimited, but in the same time resources for fulfilling the human wants are limited. Okay, so when the demand is increased, so the supply will not be able to increase. In the situation is going on as continuously, the human wants only will be increased day by day and year by years. Okay, but the supply will not be able to increase because of increasing the population and wants for the populations, right? But in the same time, we have to note another one of the point, another one of the feature, the scarcity of commodity considered only in relation to its demand. Okay, when the population is increased, even though the population is increased, the scarcity of the resources will be the same and the demand is not increased mean, so the scarce resource will be used as a optimum way. Okay, so the scarcity of commodity considered only in relation to its demand. Okay, even when there is more populations and if there is no demand mean, the scarce resource will be used in optimum level. Okay, okay, the next one of the feature is important is the scarce means are capable of having alternative uses. The scarce means are capable of having alternative uses. Alternative uses mean now if you have the limited amount of money, you can use this money in savings or make to investment. Okay, when we are doing like that, your limited money will be increase in futures. Okay, now if you are depositing in bank and if you are in make an investment to one of the industries, it will make some amount of extra amount of money in your futures. Okay, but in the same time if you are spending that amount within the short period for the wrong purpose, it will be damaged. Okay, and not only that, for the land, if you are considering the land also will be used to the many purpose, multiple purpose. Okay, so we can use the land for agricultural and in the same time the land will be used to constructing any of the industry, right? Okay, so when we are studying the third and fourth point, we can come to one conclusion. What does that mean? The individual grades his wants and satisfy first his most urgent want. Okay, when the human wants is unlimited and the scarce means is limited and which have the alternative uses, you can select any one of the urgent ones. Okay, when you have the 100 rupees and you are being very hungry and your friends are calling you to watching the movie, where will you go? First you need fulfill your basic necessity, right? Then you will spend that money to consuming some of the food because you can't able to being in hungry, right? First you have to need your basic necessities, that is the food. Then you will spend that amount only for consuming the food. Okay, after that only you will choose the pleasure or your being happiness, right? Okay, so when we are studying the third and fourth point, so we can come to one of the conclusion, that is the economics is a science of choice. Science of science means, so we can choose any one of the area which is it may be most important or less important. Okay, so when you have the money, so you will spend some area which has most important or less important. When you have some of the land, the nations can use that land for the production or the agricultural. Okay, on the basis of the current demand and the future welfare, right? But on the basis of some of the features also we can tell some of the criticisms. Okay, so what are the criticisms are there and the definitions of the Marshall's mean? First one is Robinson does not making a distance between the condition of human welfare goods and the goods that are not. Okay, because sometimes some of the nations will be allowed the two type of products, alcohol and the rice. Okay, not only any nations, all the nations will be produce the two type of product. One is the goods which have providing the welfare for the peoples, another one is not like that. Okay, for example, rice and alcohol. Okay, but he is not listing the goods, whichever goods are produced or whichever goods are very useful to the human beings. Okay, but when we are using the alcohol, we can earning more profit than the rice. Okay, the scarce resource, on the basis of the scarce resource, if you are in on the basis of the definitions, the scarce resource only used for the most wanted things urgent wants mean. So many of the people or some of the nations only will use the scarce resources for unwanted things also. Okay, so he did not make any of the distinction between the goods which helps to improve the human welfare, another one thing the goods which is not like that. And another one of the criticism for the scarcity definition is resource allocations. Okay, because the Robinsons provide and considered the most important to the resource allocations. The resource allocations will come to in the microeconomics. Okay, but the economics is not only consist the microeconomics, but it is also consisting the macroeconomics. Some of the aspect of the macroeconomic is national income, employment generations, and what, so the policies and some of the plannings, everything's also consisting by the economics, macroeconomics. Okay, so economic consists of both micro and macro, but he gave the importance to the microeconomic analysis, that is the theory of resource allocations. Okay, and not only that, he does not give any importance and he did not tell anything about the macroeconomic aspect like the economic growth and development. Okay, because when the peoples or when the nations are taking the scarce of the resources, we cannot bring about any of the growth and development. Okay, so when we want to bring out the growth and development, we should use the scarce resource for some of the unwanted things also. Okay, or any of the other things which has the maximum profit. Okay, students. Okay, next one of the definition is growth definitions, the fourth and the extreme level of the definitions. Okay, so all the economists was accepted this definition, the growth definitions. Okay, the growth definition is given by Paul A. Samuelson. Okay, the Paul A. Samuelson. He defined the economics some elaborately. What does that mean? Economics is the study of how men and society choose with or without use of money to employ scarce productive resources, which could be alternative uses, to produce various goods over time and distribute them consumption now and the future among various people and group of societies. Okay, so when we are explaining as a single word, you could understand. Okay, so in our society, the many peoples are there and the nations also, the government also is there. Okay, so by individually are joining together with the government, so the peoples are taking more effort to increasing the economic activities to choice of the scarce productive resources. Okay, for the purpose of producing any of the product and how the product is going to reach in the hands of the consumer is choose by the society or the single man, how with or without use of money and to employ the scarce productive resources. Okay, so the society or the individual man will choose some of the scarce resource when with or without the money. Okay, to produce various goods over time and distribute them consumption now and the future among various people and groups of societies. Okay, every peoples are using some of the money and using some of the natural resources to produce. Why they are producing? To distribute the people all over the people for now and future purposes. Okay, so the economics is the study of how men and society choose the natural resources with or without money to produce various goods over the time and distribute the goods for the consumption when now and the future among various peoples and groups of society. Okay, understand? Again, these definitions, if you have any doubt, just call and ask me. Okay, with doubt, don't study. You are not able to understand. Okay, okay, ma. Next, the features of growth definitions. Now we have studied, growth definition. This growth definitions also some of the features, or we can say some of the implications. Okay, so what are the growth are there means? The means are scarce in relation to unlimited ones, and that such means could be put to the alternative users. Okay, this definition, this line, this feature is also given by the last definitions, the Robinson's definitions, the scarcity definitions. Okay, there are Samuelson's also took that same point because the means are scarce in relation to unlimited ones. Okay, when we are comparing to the unlimited ones, the scarce is very low. Okay, but if the scarce is very low, it will be related to the demand of the commodity or demand of the consumers. Okay, so and that such means could be put to the alternative uses. Could be alternative uses mean the last point we have studied, the last point of Robinson definitions. So even if the scarce means is very low, we can use this scarce means as an alternative way. Okay, so only it was called as a science of choice. Okay, so this Robinson, so the Samuelson also is taking the same way of or same idea of the Robinsons. Okay, okay, next dynamic by including the element of time in it. Okay, Samuelson make his definition as a dynamic by including the element of time. Element of time means, so he's also told, what he told. So the produce, so the produced product and distribute them consumption now and the future among the various people and the groups of society. Okay, but on the basis of the second point, so the Robinson, the Samuelson makes this definition as a dynamic by including the time element now and the futures. Okay, when we are producing or distributing any of the commodities, he is desiring, he is considering the future purposes, not only the now. Okay, suppose now the demand may be very low, but in the futures the demand will be increase. Okay, otherwise maybe increase. Okay, we can't understand or we can't predict. Okay, but even though we have to think about the future also. Okay, so this definition, so Samuelson's make these definitions as a dynamic by including the time element. So not only that, it is applicable in the barter system also. Barter system means already you have studied in the commerce. Okay, this barter system also these definitions will be applicable. How it will be applicable? So in the definition, the second line, so when we are using with or without money. Okay, just to see. So the study of how men and society choose with or without use of money. With or without use of money mean, so we can use the money as a common measure of value. Otherwise we can change the goods for the goods only. Okay. So these definitions also will be applicable in the barter system. Okay. And not only that, so this definition covers the theory of economic growth. How these definitions will be covers the economic growth mean. So in the line itself, we have studied, the distribution, the assumption, the now and the future among various people and the groups of societies. Okay, when we are seeing these, all the points with or without use of money are imply the scarce of productive and they distribute the consumption and now and future, and last one is various people and the groups of society. Okay, so in this last point itself, we can understand how it will be covers the economic growth. Okay, because the inequality will be erased when we are understanding the economics on the basis of his growth definitions. Right? Okay, good. And not only that, this definition covers various aspects of production, consumption, and distributions. Okay, this definition covers the various aspects like production, consumption, and distributions. Okay, but last definition, the line wall definitions, not covers this aspect. This aspect is consisting of macroeconomics. Okay, this all aspect of consisting of macroeconomics. So the production, if you are considering the production only, it will be considered as a microeconomics, but it will also covers the production, consumption, and distributions. When these definitions covers these three aspects, so we can tell this definition covers the micro and the macro economics. Okay, next last one is, he regards it is a science of individual behavior. Okay, he regards it is a science of individual behavior mean, why this definition regards as a science of individual behavior. So the society or individual persons also taking any one of the actions, not any one of the actions, these actions on the basis of his definitions, the individual person and the society also will taking the effort to making the economic activities. So only he regards it is a science of individual behavior. Okay. One more time I want to say these definitions. Okay, the study of how men and society choose with or without use of money to employ scarce productive resources to produce various goods over time, to distribute them consumption now and the future among various people and groups of society. Okay, dear students, again I am asking you, if you are not understand these definitions elaborately or correctly, please ask me, I will tell you. Just simple remind, small remind of the last one definition, the Lionel Robinson definition, just to remind, according to the Robinson definition, the scarcity definitions, the human wants is unlimited. Human wants is unlimited, but the resources for fulfilling human wants are limited. Okay, but the limited scarce in are the scarce in supply. The human beings have unlimited wants, but for the purpose of satisfying the unlimited wants, the resource for fulfilling human wants are limited. Okay. Next, the scarcity of commodity considered only in relation to its demand. The scarcity of commodity considered only in relation to its demand. Even if the more demand only is, the scarcity commodity will be used by the scarce means. Okay. Next, the scarce mean are capable to having alternative uses. Okay, I told you, money or the other type of the natural resources. Okay, when it is the when the scarce means have the alternative uses. This definition is called as a science of choice. Okay, again we will study the definition one more time. Economics is a science which study the human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarcity. Okay. Okay, students, thank you. If you have any doubt, please without hesitation ask me. I will tell. So totally we have completed the 4 definitions. Okay, on the basis of the 4 definitions only we can understand the scope of economics. Thank you.